The topic that I've been dealing with is content marketing. The main focus is how to create a laser focus information or content that will attract your customer, that will help them to like solve whatever difficulty or struggle or problem that they are experiencing in their business. And in that way, in turn, which also help your own business to grow. So this is what I've been discussing about this past couple of weeks. And because the reason why content marketing is very, very important for your business, like I always been saying, because it is the foundation for your business. So without giving your customers valuable information, then it is very, very difficult for your business to grow. It is very difficult for them to know you, to like you, and trust you, and in turn to do business with you. So that's why it is very, very important to create valuable information for them out there, which in turn will help them to say, okay, I know when I need help with my business, I know exactly where to get the information. And in this way, they will also refer you to other marketers even, and start talking about you to other marketers who are struggling. And in this way, you are getting more customers, you are getting more business partners into your business. Yeah, so that's why it is very, very important. Because the thing is, developing the perfect content marketing strategy for your business is not really easy, especially if new ones that are just starting. This is also something that I experienced at the very beginning, initial stage of my business. When I just started doing my business, this is something I also experienced. Yeah, so you have, for example, you have to make sure that you have to needs, understand their pains, their wants, things like this. Yeah, this is very important for you to understand. You also have to define your media channel. This is also something I discussed about a few days ago. Your media channels, like where you will host your content, and also you want to build an editorial guide style. This is like something like a checklist, a document, kind of a checklist that will help you to see the different things you need. Okay, good. And also building this editorial calendar, editorial style guides, like I just mentioned. It's a kind of checklist that will help you to keep up to date of the different things you need in your business, like in your content. Yeah, and also you have to also make sure that your story will resonate with your audience without like them being misled. Maybe you are writing one thing, then they have something different they were expecting. So this is where that is the reason why creating a laser focused content, it's very, very important for you to know exactly how to go about it. Yeah, but however, even after maybe you've like managed to bring all these pieces of strategies together, like all these different points that I just mentioned, there are also three crucial challenges still remain that you need to overcome, which which I've also experienced a lot of marketers are experiencing, or they are struggling with online or with their online business, especially for new or intermediate marketers out there. Yeah, and the three challenges that normally they struggle with, this is also, like I always say, this is something that I've experienced. The very first challenge is creating engaging content for their audience. This is something they struggle with. The second challenge is creating enough content, because sometimes they're thinking, if I give too much, or how much will I give, or how little should I give, and things like this. So to have this balance, it becomes like a challenge for them. And also the third one is finding the budget to create your content. Well, in the beginning, you don't really need to think about budget, but at some point in your business, definitely this is something you want to think about. I will explain about this as I'm going along. how this budget comes into play when you are talking about your content. Yeah. So this is where online marketers, they get stuck with their business when it comes to creating content for their customers or for their audience. Yeah. So today I'm going to share with you some ways in which you can solve this problem, especially like if you're experiencing this. Maybe you're a new marketer, intermediate marketer, experiencing this kind of struggle, this kind of difficulty, like this kind of roadblock, because this can be like a roadblock for you to move forward, thinking which kind of content will I create for my customers, how much should I give them, things like this. How do I know what they want? All these questions maybe you have been asking yourself. Yeah, so I'm going to share with you ways that you can overcome all these difficulties. Yeah, and this is mainly, especially like I said, mainly for marketers who are not really experienced, ones who are really new in this marketing arena, or maybe it can be that you have been marketing for a while, but you've not been really. You see, maybe you are thinking giving them content, giving them information is not really important for your business. But the thing is, if you want your business to grow, it is very important. This is giving your customers information that they are looking for is the fundamental, is the foundation for any successful business. Yeah. So the very first thing you want to do is you want to do research. Yeah. So the first rule of creating engaging content, because remember I said one of the struggle is they struggle with in creating engaging content. So one of the first rule is that one of the first rules for content. Sit down. Okay. One of the first rule of creating engaging content that is right for your customers or your audience is by way of doing research. It is very important. So for example, like this information I'm giving you guys out there is also based on problems that I've seen a lot of marketers are experiencing, because this is something that I've also experienced. Yeah. And also I did research on this because I talked to different marketers, and with what we are discussing about make me to see that there is some kind of pattern with this in this particular area. Yeah. So I do research, I put information together, and also I look into what I'm also doing into my business that allows me to avoid this this roadblock. Yeah. And I put all this information together, which I'm giving to you guys, because I know there are many who are struggling with this particular difficulty, this topic that I'm talking about today. Yeah. So this information normally creates engagement between me and my audience, with you guys. Yeah. So to create engaging content, first of all, that it is very important that you don't kind of assume that you know exactly what kind of content your customers will need, or what kind of content they want, or what are the things they're struggling with. You don't want to assume. Yeah. So therefore, the second thing you want to think about, that you want to do some market research to find out what your ideal customers need, what is their pains, what is their want, what is their problem. So you want to do this research. Yeah. And also you want to gather feedback to know exactly, okay, if this is exactly what they are looking for. Well, normally how you get feedback from me, what I normally do, like when I discuss with some who have maybe watched my live, maybe they've comment on my live and things, or maybe they reach out, I ask them, oh, what do you get from this topic today? How can you apply this topic? Does this particular topic apply to you? And things like this, asking small questions will help you to get a feedback to know exactly if this is what your customers want. Yeah. So also you want to look at data analytics of your maybe website traffic. That is, if you have a website, you're creating content for your website. But again, this is something you can learn There are a lot of videos out there that you can learn how to track this different information. Yeah. And the fifth thing you also want to think about is you want to test, maybe if you have a web page, you want to test out your web page. And if you are doing email campaigns, you are like emailing your list, your prospects, your customers, this is also something you want to test out to see how well the content you're giving them is, if it's producing value for them. Yeah. The second thing you want to also think about, you know, sometimes you have problem with thinking, oh, it's a lot of content, resist content overkill. That is something you want to like think about as well. So what do I mean by this content resist content overkill? Well, you know, generally as in life, where maybe you will not always make the right decision, or maybe we don't normally make the correct decision. So it is with a piece of content. Yeah, not every content maybe that you create out there will do well exactly like maybe some of the other ones. All content do different, have different level. They are out. They succeed in a sense, if that's the word I'm looking. That's not the word I'm looking for. Yeah, but the thing is, your web pages might also see fantastic traffic. That is, if you have a web page, you are creating content for your web page. Then maybe your blog, if you also have a blog, then maybe it will not be doing that well. Well, it all depends on the kind of content you are creating out there, because some content will do very, very well, whilst other content will not do so well. It all depends on what your audience or your subscriber, what your audience or your customers they are looking for. Yeah, so that's why doing research is very, very important to know exactly which problem that your audience they are looking for, or your customers they are really searching for. What is their want, what is their pain. Yeah, so this means a lot to exactly what kind of information you will create for them, to show them how they can solve this particular difficulty that they are experiencing in their business. Yeah. So again, like I said, it also depends on the type of content that you are creating, and also some other factors also involve, which like make maybe a particular content don't do that much well compared to other content that you produce, which are doing very, very well. It's also happen a lot, especially at the initial stage, when you're really trying to understand who are the customers or the right audience that you are talking to. So at the initial stage, this is where you will experience this kind of difficulties. Yeah, but the thing is, you don't want, like, if you start to experience it, some content are doing well, some content are not doing well, you don't like want to get panic, or maybe then you start to create random content for your blog or for your website with different articles, maybe a couple of times a day. You don't want to get all panic. Yeah, instead you want to maybe spend your time to produce quality content that is clear, that is a clear reflection of your brand and your message and your story. This is where also research comes into play, and where you want to find out the needs and the pains and the wants of your customers, your audience, the people that you are messaging, you are focusing your message to. Yeah, so this will help you to have this laser focus content, this quality content. Yeah, but it's all get to do with research. Yeah, so resisting content overkill. So you don't want to really, if content is not doing well, that's where, like I said, you want to research so that you will create a quality content. If once a day, a quality content once a day will make a big difference, but it all gets to do with doing research. Yeah, if you want to know how to do research to know what your customers need or your audience need, I think it was last 2 days I talked about that in one of my live video, how the different way you can find do research about the needs, the pains, and the wants of your customers, your ideal, your audience, and your prospects and things like this. So you can watch one of those videos to find out how you can do that. Yeah. And also this is not like it's not like to produce a tons of random content, like I was saying all the time, but well-researched content will offer a lasting value for your audience or for your customers. It is very, very important that you do research. The third main point you want to think of is you want to define your content budget. You remember in the beginning I said about that, where its budget comes into play. Yeah, because the thing is, once you have understand what kind of content you will create for your audience, you want to also find out how much it is of maybe a one-time content, or maybe such like you have a blog, a web page, you want to create only a one-time content, or maybe how much it will cost you to have an ongoing producing content. For example, if you have a blog, definitely it's an ongoing content you want to be producing. So you want to know how much this will cost you in this two different scenario. Yeah. So this will give you a fair idea of how much you need to spend creating a content. Then you can also decide whether you want to like build an in-house content, or maybe you want to like rope in a freelance, like you get someone to like a team members that you work together to be creating or providing content for your customers. Yeah. But however, you also want to make sure that you hire the right people, you hire the right team for that you want to work with. Yeah, because say for instance, like someone with a journalistic background, like maybe you are at some stage in your business where you think, okay, now the business is really growing, you need more team to help you in your business, to work at a different thing, but you're all working at the same goal. Then say for example, one of the team member have a journalistic background, yeah, and this person will be able to like write you the best blog post, while maybe if you have another person in your team, maybe who is a copywriter, this will be able to like write a perfect call to action content for your maybe your web page or for your blog. This call to action is where you want to direct your customers to. So definitely there are some, it gets to do with wordings. It's a critical area as that particular place, because that's where you can be able to convert your leads or your ideal customers. That's where you will be able to convert them into sales, and which will help your business to grow. So if it's like something you really don't know how to do, you can always learn this in your business, or you can always get hire someone that you will work with that will be responsible in this particular area to help your business to grow. Yeah. So if you are new out there, maybe you are struggling with your business, or you are struggling to maybe you've already started to create your own content, but you find out that you are struggling in this particular area, or maybe in any other area, you are very welcome to drop me a message on Messenger, or maybe here on you drop me what is it called, message here on under the content area that you would like to talk to me. Definitely I'll get a notification, then I will definitely contact you immediately. Yeah. Or maybe you are thinking of how to start your own home business. Maybe this is something idea you have, that you want to start your own home business, but you don't know how to start that. Or maybe you are thinking you want to start doing videos, or you want to start doing your own live, which I've been also having a lot of marketers, especially new ones, like reaching out to say how some are really shy, or maybe they don't know how to go about it and things. I give them some guidelines on how they can start their doing their live. At the initial stage, you will not like be doing long time, but maybe as you're doing every day, as you're taking action every day, that is how you become better and better and better. We all have been through this particular stage. We all have start from zero and we work our way up. So it is with any marketers out there, even though at the initial stage it seems to be difficult, but with consistency and persistency, effort, and taking action every single day, you will definitely get to the level you want. But it takes self-discipline, it takes persistence, you have to be consistent, and you have to put in effort. You have to also make sure that you put aside time for to work on your business. It is very, very important for your business that you make sure you schedule time, that this is the time that you will be working on your business. Yeah, it is very, very important. For example, for me, like going Facebook Live is also part of my daily activities that I've put down, and I also have different other activities that I'm working on in my business as well. Also, learning new things, because every single day you want to learn something new, and whatever you learn, you apply in your business. Then you take that particular content, this particular thing that you've learned, and you can create a piece of content out of that, especially like if you know that this is what your customers, your ideal customers, they are struggling with. You can create a piece of content and say, hey, this is I want to share with you what worked for me, or what I've learned, or what I've just learned, or maybe what I've been applying in my business. I want to share with you what's working for me. This is also a valuable piece of content you can give to your ideal customers, and they will definitely appreciate you for that. Yeah. So whatever difficulty you are facing in your business as at this the initial stage, you are very welcome to drop me comments. You are very welcome to reach out. I will definitely help you how you can get to the next level. Yeah.